Okay. Yes, people. I think it's doing exactly the same thing as last week. Hold on. Yeah. No, I mean. Last week we was having problems with my video camera. I don't know what was going on. So I thought just for a moment, I was just checking it out. I am in. Big up to the chat, the world-class chat. I can see Kawaja Jali. Big up to you every time in there from listen. He's in there from 12:46 giving player ratings. And I've got to agree with you, Kawaja. You know, a lot of those ratings, I would definitely say, yeah. Listen, Raya 6, I don't know what he was doing. Should have just got rid of the ball. Do you know what I mean? If Atletico Madrid scored that goal, it could have been a different story. Could have been a different story. But listen, guys, it was a game of two halves. But listen, people, before you do anything, hit that like button, subscribe and share if you're new. As I said, on the road to 1K. And listen, it's taking a bit of time. It's a journey, as Arteta will say. But I need to get to that destination. Yeah, I need to get that destination. So, guys, smash the like button, subscribe and share if you are new. And without further ado, because there's got a lot of games coming on tonight, Champions Leagues last night, a lot of games, lots of goals. I think 40 plus goals scored. Unreal. PSG. Whoa. Do you know what I mean? Napoli getting slapped. You know what I mean? And we doing our bit against Atletico Madrid. Two buses came together, but one decided that they were going to drive through and score the goals. Victor Gyökeres, thank you very much. It's about time. It's about time. But listen, without further ado, I'm going to stop waffling because that's all I seem to do is waffle. And let's get Mr. Big D in and Mr. Kofi Slot. Mr. Kofi Slot. Big up, big up, big up, big up, big up. And listen, when it comes to your point, I'm sure Big D, if JP does come on the stream, I'm sure Big D might want to have some words with you. I noticed he's wearing his red top, the one that they wore at Anfield on Sunday. And I'm sure he's going to be answering some questions, Kofi. I'm sure he's going to be answering some questions, man. So listen. All right. You know what? For a moment, D, I thought you was frozen there, man. Man's trying to keep a straight face. But listen,
now I'm thinking the camera's moving wavy. That's cool. That's cool.
No, you're cool. You're cool. Everything's good. Everything's good. Just try to keep a straight poker face. You know what I mean? You try not to laugh. Please don't laugh. You know what I mean? You know, remember them 7-0. Do you remember the 7-ups? You know what I mean? You remember them big D? Remember the 7-ups? You know? It's your turn now. Yeah. Yeah. It's your turn. 2 up. 2 up. 1 down. 2 up. 1 down.
Right.
Mr. Slaphead, come on. But listen, guys, guys, smash the like button, subscribe and share if you're new. But before I get into the business tonight, the business end, in terms of what's on the menu, let's just go through the chat. And as I say, Kwaja was in first, so I just want to just go through what's on there, just make sure that there's no one else loitering in the background. No, there isn't. Well, I will get the notification if I do see somebody come in. But listen, Kwaja, big up to you. Listen, this guy, a massive supporter of all the channels. We call us the Bottom Gooners. We're known as the Bottom Gooners, and Kwaja is proud to be a part of the Bottom Gooners. And he's just giving some player ratings for Raya 6, Timber 7, Saliba 8, Gabriel 8, MLS 6. Listen, Zuma Mendy 7, Rice 7, Eze 5. I've got to agree with that. Eze just needs to come out himself a little bit. Martinelli 7, lovely goal. Saka 7, Gyökeres 7. So big up to Raja, big up Normski in the panel, Legends Normski TV. Good evening to everyone. Smash the likes and subscribe and share if you are new. Also, we've got, let's just go down here. We've got 1 like so far. I'm with those likes have gone up now. Come on, I need them likes to go up. And just Gavin Hill, big up to you coming in and saying big up to the panel, Normski, big up Kwaja. Gavin Lloyd Collier, big up to you every time. Big up to Junior Martin, even Gents Big D. We are doing good. Yes, Junior, we are doing good. Even Junior Martin, AFC, big up to you always there. You know what I mean? This guy never fails. I don't know how this guy does it, but I'm sure he's an AI guy. He's everywhere. Big up to AFC always, man. Big up, massive supporter of the channel. Kofi, just Junior Martin, just saying big Kofi, big up.
Yes,
Kofi Slot, big up. Gavin, AFC always. Our defense is impeccable. 9 clean sheets in 12 games. Unbelievable. And only 3 goals conceded. What a defense, man. What a defense. Is this the defense, the George Graham defense? Is this a George Graham defense? I wonder. Yeah, we've got to be careful. We've got to be careful. Gavin, AFC, just saying big up to Gavin. Gavin goes to show Arteta for not going for a win at Anfield. Yeah, listen, he should have gone for that win. He should have gone for that win at Anfield. I don't know why we decided that we was going to just sit back, play 3 fridges and listen, a super goal by Slobberschlei, who likes to play at right back slot. I don't know. He hasn't quite worked out where he wants his players to play. We move. Big up Gavin, AFC. Big up Breda from Junior Martin. Big up from AFC. Leonie. Big up the sister. Big up to you, man. Every time. Lloyd Collier again. Big up, lads. New to the pod. Happy to be here. Listen, Lloyd, if you're new to the pod, you know what to do. Smash that like button and subscribe and share. Subscribe to the channel.
One of my guys.
All right, man. I'm on the road to 1K.
1K, guys. Let's get Robski to 1K. Let's do it.
Get me there. Is Lloyd Collier Liverpool supported by any chance? Oh, he's come for moral support.
I told him.
He needs it. He needs the support, man.
I told him I'm gonna need it tonight.
Big up to you, Lloyd, man. Big up to you every time, man. Every time. But yeah, listen. Is it a crisis? We will get into that. We will definitely get into that. So listen, guys, you know the drill. People in the chat, you know the drill. And the question is, if you can hear noise in the background, I've got builders upstairs. So apologies for any background noise, any drilling or whatever you can hear. Just on the last legs of getting work done in the house and that. So we hopefully back in the property. Liverpool, Lloyd Collins said, listen, Liverpool got robbed. What are you talking about?
Oh, no,
here we go.
No, he didn't. Well, Lloyd, brother.
And just before that, D, also big up to your fellow Man United, Saeed. Big up to him on 200K.
Man like Saeed, you know? Yeah,
Man like Saeed, 200K. His work rate is phenomenal. Yeah? I've only got, 190,000 subs to reach.
Well, you have to remember that, Norms, all this guy did. Remember, he quit teaching to go into full-time podcasting.
Yeah. Oh, no.
So he's got absolute respect. Got the endorsements, got the sponsors and things like that. So, you know what I mean? Big up. Yeah. He was calling himself Jamal for a little while, Norm.
Yeah, I know. But now
he has to go to Jamal. He said he's back.
No, he's back. And who put them back? Who put them back? Who put
Big
them
H. Back? Man like Big H, you know.
Hey. Hey, man. Listen, AFC. Listen, I saw this in another chat. Listen, he got physically attacked by the Arteta sexuals last Wednesday night for having an opinion, suffered airline fracture on ribs. Serious. This is what I'm talking about. Listen, we all got an opinion, right? Just because we don't support Arteta, why do you have to get aggressive on us? Now, the problem is, if I don't agree with someone, it's just an opinion. Why do you have to get aggressive on us? So I noticed this with the top gooners. So some of them like to get a little aggressive. You know what I mean?
That's not even good, though. No.
It's not good.
Come on, man. GBH. What are we doing here?
There was another guy in my chat. There was another guy in my chat some months back. Same thing happened to him. You know, got attacked and abused in front of his kids.
Man,
just because he's got an opinion on Arteta wanting him out. Do you know what I mean? Hear me out. And your ref stops the game after a head injury, right?
Stop it, Lloyd. All right, listen, I can't wait to go in now.
I know.
It's a agenda, man. Take the loss. Oh my gosh.
Listen. But listen, let me just say this first of all. I mean, look, last night, before we go into I didn't actually finish that. So we're looking at the Prem review, player ratings, red alert. Is there a crisis? Red alert, is there a crisis? Everybody have a think about it. Kofi, you especially, have a think about it. Ref watch. Well, I'm not sure Kofi's going to be on this one. And Lloyd Collier in the chat. You've got Arsenal overcome 3 bogey teams in a row, but we need to step up. And I think we're doing that. This is going to be a positive stream. I'm not going to go in on Arteta. He's done well so far. We're top of the league. 5 games, as I said, in wins in a row. took Atletico Madrid apart in the second half. As I said, it was a game of two halves, and it is what it is. But yeah, we will. And it says Ange 39 steps ends in total disaster. Just thought that, well, that 39 steps, yeah, and then dagger, murder. You know what I mean? And the what's going on prediction results, game week 8, and the what's going on fantasy prem shout out by Mr. Big D himself. So, guys, where do we start? First of all, I just want to come over and just talk about my game last night, my club last night in the Champions League, and look, it was a game. As I said, it was a game of definitely two halves. It was a game definitely of two halves. Napoli losing 6-2. Yep, we beat 7-1. Embarrassing. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. You know what I mean? Napoli were doing quite well in, you know what I mean, in obviously they're domestic, but they got slapped up, boy. Got slapped up. But yeah, look, let's wrong one. Look the same. It's this one I want to show. It's this one. Right. Yeah. Join me. Would you join me, people? You want to join me?
No, I'm relaxed, man.
I'm good, bro.
And he's been getting cooked, Norms. He's been
listen. I've had my 2 bobs worth. I've been saying he's looking like a pub landlord. Not gonna lie.
Like people always want to dismiss that. New team, new country, new language, new home, new environment. You have to let this man settle in, man. It's 8 games.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think when players are getting cooked when they come to a new club, without giving them 15 games before you judge him. That's what I said about Sesko.
I think what it is, I think what it is, Big D. I think what it is, Big D. We bought this player to score goals. Listen, he's not easy on the eye. He's not technically gifted. His touch is not brilliant. I'd say that Havertz is a better footballer than him. I'd say Sesko's a better footballer than him. I'd say Sesko would fit. Yeah, Sesko would fit the Arteta system. But what I would say, and I said it on the show last night and the night before, or Monday night, I said, listen, it takes 2 to tango. In the situation with Gyökeres and the way Arteta is using this guy, he has to play to his strengths and not his weaknesses. There's no point lofting balls in here. He's not going to head them. You need them balls on the floor. You need the balls on the ground. Yeah, he's making those runs. He will run all day. This guy will run. His work rate is second to none. And even Arteta, in one of his post-match, I can't remember which game, the previous game it was. I think it might be the presser before the Fulham game. And or it might have been, I think it was a Fulham game. And he essentially was saying, look, he always seems to be picking up the phone to these guys, and he sort of said to them, well, look, Gyökeres, like, he's the number 9, but I'm not if he doesn't score like after 6-7 games, as my number 9, you're either going to want it or you need to go. But what he does is he creates space and open spaces for the other players, you know what I mean? Which, yes, but it sort of impacts on his game as well. Because I said we bought him as a striker. We've seen the 50+ goals that he scored for Sporting Lisbon. And people now talking and sort of saying, like, bro, they don't know if this guy's going to hit 20 goals this season. Now, I said I couldn't care less how he scores his goals now, especially after 9 games. I don't care if it comes with his backside, it comes with his backside. Listen, both goals were scruffy. Both you can see he got the player of the match last night, getting 2 goals within 2 minutes. 30 minutes spell where in the 57th minute a ball came over from Declan Rice, one of probably the best set piece takers in definitely in the Premier League. And who was on the end of it? Gabriel Magalhaes, mate. 57th minute, and then there was a 13-minute mad spell where we scored 4 goals. A long busting run by Lewis Skelly, who he's wasted as a left back. He's an actual midfielder, makes that run. Listen, like a Morgan Rogers type run, you know what I mean? Patrick Vieira runs, you know what I mean? Literally left them for dead and plays a lovely ball to Martinelli, and Martinelli slots it Henry-esque, and we make it 2-0. And then obviously after that, Victor Gyökeres gets his brace, and I'm really happy for him. I'm hoping now, as a result of this, him getting his brace, that now he will push on. We got a game coming up on Saturday, which is going to be against Crystal Palace at home. I expect us to win it, but it's going to be tough because Crystal Palace coming from 2-0 down to Mateta getting an hat-trick and almost winning it for them. Bournemouth
Yeah,
and Bournemouth Bournemouth for no pushovers. Do you know what I mean? Going there 2-0 up, and then it ends up as a 3-3 thing. But we will get into the games as we go through the ratings and the
Norms. There was a
ratings.
question I posted to you, I think it's a couple of weeks ago, and I asked, is Martinelli a starter or is he game changer from the bench?
The thing is, Martinelli went through this spell where he wasn't playing well. So, at one point he was going to be sold. Him and Trossard were going to be sold. Do you know what I mean? Because he had pretty much dropped off a cliff. I mean, some people were calling him Gary Martin, Gary Martin, because he didn't look like a Brazilian player. Do you know what I mean? He just couldn't get past players. You know what I mean? He just wasn't doing well. And I would have been happy in the summer to see the back of him. But to be honest, he in the last we've played 12 games, and he scored 3 goals, I think, in the Champions League. You know what I mean? Couple of goals in the Premier League. And I think personally, because even yesterday in terms of the lineup, I was glad. Let me just bring in Mr. Ez. I was glad. Big up, Mr. Ez. I was glad.
Money.
Yes.
Evening. Just let Big D just do his rendition.
Money.
Right.
Excuse the voice.
Big up every time. But no, what I was essentially saying is that with Martinelli is that he is definitely improving. He's got a bit between his teeth. A well taken goal yesterday, and from what you're saying, probably now would him to start. And as I said yesterday, he did start. Was glad. I thought that's what Mikel Arteta would do. Trossard for me is the one that should come off the bench. Even though Trossard scored a couple of goals, I think he should be the one that comes off the bench. The left side has not really been sorted out yet. Still, because we haven't got the quality, top class, elite left-sided winger yet. And I think that would even make an even massive impact. I mean, there's talk about putting obviously Eze at there. Now I want Eze in as a central. Yeah, Madueke's been brought in, and when he did come in, even though he's the backup for Saka, any time that Martinelli was dragged or when he's made a start, he started over there. The only time that Madueke started on the right hand side is when Saka was injured. So in terms of I think he should start, and Trossard should be the one. Trossard should be the one that should be coming off the bench. Yeah, definitely.
He's definitely a confident player because I think last season when his confidence went, he was out there looking like. Remember, I was calling him Martin Kelly. Somebody he was nothing Brazilian about the way he was playing football. So I think it's like anything. When a player's on that confident, you just keep starting him, keeping him in that groove, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Within reason, obviously, with the competitions that you're in. Yeah.
Right, yeah, no, I mean, as I say, great game last night. Yesterday, a game of two halves. And listen, I don't think Atletico Madrid in how many years have been beaten by that kind of score line. Do you know what I mean? I predicted a 1-0 win to Arsenal. I didn't expect us to rip them apart second half. I mean, literally, the handbrake was let off, literally broken, and these guys, Arteta just let them do what they needed to do, and it literally
is it a sign
apart.
Is it a sign for things to come? The handbrake's off.
Who knows?
That's what you complained about, no, isn't it? That's what you complained about.
I hear you saying, who knows with Arteta? Because when you think and he expected it, and then all of a sudden he decides to change it. He's done that a number of times. He's got history. Do you know what I'm trying to say? You're playing well, and then he decides to change it. I don't want him to start thinking he's trying to be too clever. If you've got a team that's consistently doing well, we're doing quite well at the moment, sitting top of the league. Yeah. What I would say in that game last night, you're 4-0 up. Take off Rice, take off Saka. I was talking to Shane, big up Shane Guna about it. Because these guys, you're running them into the ground. You know what I mean? We've got a solid bench now. Last season, we couldn't go to the bench because we didn't have any attacking players. Great to see Ethan come on. Do you know what I mean? So for me, if you got the squad, utilize the squad. You know what I mean? Because you've got 5 key players. Shane talked about you've got 5 key players in that team, and if any one of those gets injured, yeah, it's almost like we're back to square one. And I'm talking about the likes of Gabriel, Mengelis, Saliba. If Declan Rice gets injured in that midfield, Zubimendi, listen, fantastic. Zubimendi, that was his sort of game yesterday. Played really well yesterday. Lovely ball.
Very good. Very good.
Lovely ball. And I think somebody was saying that he should play further up. I think he does better further up.
No.
I don't know, because
too much.
What you okay is what are you saying on that? And just say big up to Gokres. Well done. You got your 2 goals. You got your player of the match. Fantastic. But yeah, go is quickly, mate.
No, only because just because look where he played that pass from. That's what you need from that position to transition you in there. I don't think he needs to be pushed up the pitch to do that. I think he's a dictator, and that's
don't you see him? I see him. I mean, don't you see him as more of a sort of a creative 8 as opposed to Declan Rice, who I think is better in the 6? I know some people will disagree and say that actually because they were playing as a double pivot, yesterday, and or maybe it can't be a case of like they swap. So 1 minute he goes, Declan drops. And so on and so forth.
I think you're better off doing something like that then. But he's not an 8 either. No way. When we're talking about 8s, nah. But I think you've got 2 of similar players in terms of. I think Declan is the better 6 out of the 2. But don't take it away from. I think the pass that he played yesterday, it's now about him doing things like that more often from playing where he's playing, and you will appreciate him because he's got it in there to do that. I think the moment you push him up, he gets isolated. You need more intricate footwork, and I think he's that sort of player. No way, he ain't got that. Just from what I've seen of him, even in Spain, and they're all about that tiki-taka. I don't think so. I think you just go and get yourself a proper 8 if you want a number 8. Stop all of this experimental stuff. Go get.
What about Lewis Skelly? What about Lewis Skelly playing as that 8?
Look where his assist comes from.
What a run though is. What a runner, and then delay. I mean, he must
that's an 8. That's an 8.
That's an 8. That's a proper 8. A ball carrier. And the problem is I would love to see that more. I would love to see that more with our team. Look, Morgan Rogers does it brilliant for Aston Villa.
Yeah,
picking up the ball,
top player, Morgan
running. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I want to see that more from him, because the thing is, if we speed up our game, right, is Big D coach. If we speed up our game, we will beat most teams. It's just that what it is that we still play that slow, especially in the first half. Second half, we stepped it up. As soon as we got that goal, that set piece, ole, if you want, that's what you want to call it. Floodgates open up. They had to go for it. Spaces opened up. We done it. Because at that point, it was like, this could end up as a 0-0. I mean, listen, Alvarez hits the crossbar. And then there was that little mistake from Rhea. I was thinking, Rhea, what are you doing, man? Just kick the ball. Why are you trying to play football out there? Just get rid of the ball.
But see, this is the problem I have with Liverpool, because Liverpool plays slower game now. And when they're trying to...
it's more controlled. It's more controlled than the slot, quick pace, super pace, like quick, counter attacking that, or, what you call, what's the name? Counter press, that counter press, So, no, I hear that. But listen, we will come on to Liverpool, so just hold your horses, my brother. Because Ez wants some answers as well.
I need some answers.
Ez wants some answers, and Big D wants to cook him. Yeah.
I don't even want to cook him. I just want to...
Big D, no, Big D. This guy, listen, when you remember back then, when you went 7-Up, man, everybody bought a can of 7-Up, a bottle of 7-Up.
I remember that madness there.
You remember that, and you're gonna let your fellow Northwest man up there, going for a 21st title. By the looks of it, it might not happen this season the way they're playing. They're playing tonight against Frankfurt, and mate, if they lose that game 5 on the bounce, that's going to be another record that they break since 1950 plus,
crazy,
whatever it is.
We love breaking records now.
So you know what I mean. But listen, great that Arsenal up there, and we will come on to our game and on the point of Arsenal, beating their bogey teams, but we still need to step up, both the team and the manager. Let's not sit down on our laurels and let's not get complacent. We need to be on it big time. So, just looking at the weekend fixtures. I don't know if anybody wants to pick out a particular game that stands out, or well, I'll tell you what. Let's
Forest Chelsea, mate. As is here.
Yeah, I think let's deal with this. Let's deal with this one, and I think let's bring this in. Let's bring this guy in. Your club is right. Let me just read what's on there. Yeah, I got this from the touchline. It goes, in July this year, Ange Postecoglou was awarded by Evangelos Marinakis, yeah, as the first Greek coach to win the UEFA Europa League. Yeah, 3 months later, Marinakis has sacked Ange after just 19 minutes against Chelsea. How quickly life change. And obviously, my thing is, Ange's 39 steps ends in disaster. You know that you remember the film 39 Steps, and then somebody get murdered up on Ireland too. Talk to me about that game. You went 4-1 in your prediction. I think you ended up beating them 3-0. Now they had chances.
Big chances.
They had big chances, but they just can't defend. And is Marinakis mad? Is he a madman or what? Or what? You know what I mean?
You don't look at that game and go sack him. No way. You don't.
Right.
You have to look at yourself. You've sacked Nuno for reasons no one really even knows. Clearly, they've just locked horns, and it's more that. It can't be because of the football. You got them into Europe. Yeah. You know what I mean? You got them into Europe. Can't be the football. So that's one thing. You sell Alanga, you don't really replace him, and that was one of their biggest attackers last season.
Yeah.
You then sack Nuno for so Nuno's a defensive coach. You bring in a very attacking coach and expect the team to change from defensive to attacking just like that. What's his name? Yeah. What's his name was ready to leave the club? What's his name? Gibbs White.
Gibbs White, yeah, he was out the door.
He was out the door ready to put up a Tottenham shirt. And then you've twisted his arm by putting 50k on his contract above what he was getting paid for him to stay, and then make him captain. So now you've got a player that didn't want to be here, but now he's the skipper. So the other players must be thinking, hang on a minute. So then you look at the games. They can't defend because they've been playing very attacking. But if you look at their chances, they're creating chances. They can't put the ball in it. I don't know how to explain it. Against Chelsea, they hit the crossbar twice. They had sitters. I personally don't look at that performance and go, it's the manager. I don't.
Okay.
All right. What? One more thing. You then go from Nuno, sack Ange, to bring in Sean Dyche. Nah.
The concrete.
Nah. Something ain't right. Yeah. Something is not right here. Something is not right.
So you've gone from pragmatic to high line back to super defensive.
But the owner has to look at himself, gentlemen. He has to look at himself. He thinks he's a lot of people are going around saying, this guy don't ramp. I think he's a joker. I personally don't think. I don't think he, unless he comes around now and his team finish high up in Europe again. I
think you made a huge mistake with Nuno. This is what I'm saying with Nuno is that they fell out over the transfer market. He felt like if you qualify for Europe, kick on and give me a better squad, especially when you sell in some of my better players.
Yes,
and so obviously that's not going to come out. Well, it will eventually, but you got a manager that's put you into a what I call a European money spot in terms of increasing the revenue for the club. And all he's asking for, okay, if Alanga has to go, cool. You want to make some money, but then flip it the other way. Get me someone in. I'm not saying with Alanga's, but at least something. And he never got that. And I think there comes a point where you, it's like in any walk of life where you say, you know what, for the betterment of the situation, I'm going to walk. And he said, well, I'm going to fire you. And either way, he walked through or he got fired. But I think, it's like conversation, things are no longer tenable. And so I think he's looking at that now thinking, my hothead sacked a good manager there in Nuno. And here we are now. You know what I mean? Because Sean Dyche, no mistake, he's very pragmatic defensive manager. Is that the football that you want to be playing in Europe? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
George last end of the season.
No, but do you think that? But I know Lloyd is saying that, but do you think? Listen, Sean Dyche has done that with Everton, where he saved them from relegation. Do you think he can save Nottingham Forest? So is he walked into a time bomb, a ticking time bomb? Is it a poison chalice that he's taken up? Because that's what it's looking like right now.
Dyche is the new Sam Allardyce and Tony Pulis. You know what I mean? I don't think it's a good sign when you have to call Dyche in. I'll be honest. You've gone from a manager that almost got me. Well, he got me European football. You bring in a manager that won the European Cup last year to Sean Dyche. Nah. Yeah. I mean, if I was a fan, I wouldn't be having this. No chance. You can't pull one over my eyes. This is nonsense.
And Normski, you look at the league position, man. Yeah, I mean, minus 10 goal difference, 5 points. That's criminal. Not for a team that's playing in Europe. No, you know what I mean, already after 8 games, you are minus 10 in the bag.
Yeah,
and
then you got to think about what players want to come in Jan and play for Sean Dyche. I reckon Ange would have convinced 3 or 4 players to come in Jan. He would have convinced, especially based on the fact that he just won a cup last year, a big cup for Tottenham, and he's got that second year stuff, that second year, little ritual going on. I think he could have Sean Dyche ain't convincing. He'll convince Tarkowski and them man there to come over. You know what I mean? That's.
But maybe the chairman realizes that they're in a bit of a predicament, and maybe looking at his credentials in terms of saving teams, that they're in a problem here. Do you know what I mean? That's probably the reason why they got him in.
I think they would have started to pick up some points.
But the thing, if
they have enough to go forward and score, so it's just that
they can't defend set pieces at the moment. They just can't defend set pieces. They're actually their defending is diabolical. Absolutely diabolical. It's schoolboy stuff we're looking at here. Do you know what I mean?
Which is crazy because I would have said they had one of the best defenses last season.
Yeah,
one of.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
And they haven't lost any.
Yeah, and the goalkeeper was decent last season. He had a very good season. But then, you still got to look at what's in front of him defensive-wise, the way the team's set up, and maybe players, like you say, the thing with Gibb White, he'd have been telling players that, listen, man, I'm out. Like, Tottenham, the deal's practically done. And like you said, you lock him in a cage for a couple of days and no feeding.
Yeah.
He signs a contract, allegedly. He signs a contract. You say, here you go, here's the captain's armband. Like you say, how does that look in the changing room? It looks like, hold on.
When they did the announcement that he signed a new contract, the man got vexed,
Yeah, I saw the picture. There was no smile in the picture. Man was just head down, could barely look at the camera. I said, what is going on here? And so you wonder, this owner, if he's got a little bit of mafia gangster thing in him.
I think so.
Where there's threats behind closed doors, allegedly, or something. You don't look right, Kofi. You don't.
I think he's trying to do Abramovich 2.0. Man.
Yeah. It's too much.
Yeah. But okay, if you look at Roman, though, Roman invested in the team. Ez will testify to that. This guy is not investing in the team after a very good season last season. And not only that, you said Alanga. Did Alanga need to be sold? I don't
think so.
Unless Alanga wanted to go. You know what I mean? Which I'm not sure is the case. Because he had a good season.
Maybe he did. And if he did, go and get me. All right, you're not going nowhere till we sign someone. Simple. You know what I mean? And if they want you, they'll wait.
Yeah.
But then the thing is with Alanga, prospect of Champions League was always
that was it. Maybe that was it.
Plus, he wanted to play with this is the tier one Kofi. He wanted to play with Isaac.
And then
I reckon Isaac mugged him off, you know.
Yeah.
And that's pretty wrong. Yeah, he should have said, bro, pump me your brakes, man. I'm trying to get to Liverpool here. So because that's his country, man, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's go Newcastle, Champions League football, play with my brethren. My man holds out and dips at Liverpool. It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
And because even his form has dipped at Newcastle. It's not a coincidence that Alanga is not the Alanga at the moment of Nottingham Forest last season. Because
but then the thing, D, I feel that he would have had conversation with Isak before Isak even decided he wanted to.
Well, you'd hope so, innit?
You know?
Yeah, you would hope so.
Yeah,
and maybe he had good assurance from the club that we don't plan to sell Isak. So he was like, all right, cool. Because he might have said, and he's not going to sit in a meeting and say, well, I've heard different from his camp. Because remember, they were saying, no, we'll let him see it out till the window closes, and then he'll sulk for a few weeks. He'll be back in training, and he'll be back playing. And so I think the hierarchy at Newcastle were never planning to let Isak go to Liverpool, but here we are. You know what I mean? It's like Forest. I just think that once you get European football of any kind, you've got to strengthen the squad, and he hasn't done it. And like I say, I strongly believe this is why the fallout with Nuno happened because they couldn't get on the same page, so we just left. It's like, okay, it's just not going to work with this guy. And you see it all the time with owners, especially owners that are hands-on. Some owners just go to the box and just let the team below them get on with it. But this guy, you can tell, because even in your game, as you see when 1 minute he's there, next minute he looks at his phone, he's on his phone,
Gimmicky.
he's gone.
Gimmicks.
And the moment I saw that, I went, he's going to fire him tonight. Yeah, and then he went in his seat for the rest of the game.
I don't even like that.
I know.
Hey, D, I don't even like that. That's gimmicky, man. That's gimmicky. It's like he wanted the cameras to see all of that.
That's right. Yeah, his seat was vacant. Remember, that's how you know he's not liked. No one even sits by him. He got a owner that just sits on his own. Like there's not. You remember, both seats next to him are empty. I know he's a big brother, so maybe he takes up too much space either side. But no one sat by him, and it's like, this guy may not be as likable as we all think he's, or we probably don't think he's likable. And you see that in terms of a live game, where even the people that work closest to him are saying, "Nah, I ain't sitting by this brother, man."
The guy wants the medium limelight, man.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, it's about him, isn't it? You know, and it's quite sad to see. But like you say, I think that 18th spot thing, like I think now they're just looking at survival, which is really mad. After 8 games, you're looking at survival, so you're bringing Sean Dyche, and if that's what they're doing, then Forest fans are going to be in for a treat. I think they're gonna, they're going to be in their feelings with a lot of what's going to happen here. All right, listen, man. As Normski's there, I'm going to go back because he's going through the game right now. We're going through the game Saturday. Where we at?
But Ed, where do you think Chelsea are going from here? Because they just, I don't know. It's like they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. They're not pushing to go up top 4 beyond. They're just sitting there.
Do you know what though, Kof? Do you know what my owners will be saying? My owners will be saying, well, buying the big names doesn't always guarantee wins or performance. And they'll be looking at Liverpool right now, for example, and be like, well, they bought Isak, they bought Wirtz, they bought Ekitike, which I personally think Ekitike is your best buy.
Yeah, it's good buy.
They bought Frimpong, you know what I mean, and Kirkes, and even your keeper, Mama Mushreli. And the only one out of them that's shining is Ekitike. So it's like, do we have to spend big to be considered pushing for stuff, or do we? They've got their model on very much buying talent and hoping that they develop into winners. And I struggle because sometimes we're good, Kofi, and then sometimes we're not, and that's because of the youngness in the team. You know what I mean? We won against you guys. Fair enough, cool. We won against Nottingham Forest, but I could easily see us losing tonight. I don't know what Chelsea I'm going to get. So I wish we bought big names, but then there's the Chelsea owners have an argument. Big names don't always, in this day and age, the talent pool for big names isn't actually that, unless you're going to go and buy a Harry Kane or a Haaland, Mbappe. Everyone else is a gamble. Yeah. And that's how they've made me buy into it. I can't lie, it's true. Everyone's a gamble. So you know what I mean? Big D spent a lot of money on Sheshko. We'll see. Same for Normski on Gyökeres, we ain't got the Wayne Rooney's and Van Persie's. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So it's a tough time to sort of look at what is considered pushing big. I can't say my team hasn't invested. My owners have invested a lot of money, as you will remind me, bro. So I can't be mad. I can't be mad. My owners are spending the money. This is it. I can't.
So are you still talking on the Chelsea thing? Is it you still
kind of? Yeah. We're segueing though. We're segueing.
I kind of heard the Liverpool thing, and I might have been a bit premature putting that thing up. So apologies there.
But you can put it back, you know. No, you can put it back.
I will talking about it. We'll be putting it back. We'll be putting it. That won't be questions need to be asked, and D needs to cook. That's all I got to say. He's got his ingredients. Yeah, he's brought some red sauce.
The questions.
Yeah, he's brought some red sauce and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Chicken,
Right.
The pot.
Yo, these are
the pot is simmering.
It's simmering, bro. You want to take
simmering.
These,
it's okay.
Man's a serious chef, bro. You know what I'm saying? But just quickly, is on your game again, another red card. What's going on? Why 87?
I was hoping you wouldn't bring it up.
I was going to bring it up. You know, I'm going to bring it up. I spot everything. Bro.
Norms. I don't understand. Yeah. You're in the opposition's half, so they're not in your half. You are 3-0 up, 5 minutes to go, if not less. What on earth are you doing? When you're already on a yellow, sliding for a nothing ball. He's going no, he's in his own half.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're young. You're a professional footballer on a lot of money, playing in the Premier League. That is not acceptable. And if I was the manager, that's that sort of stuff there. You're not hearing the end of it for the whole week. That's the sort of.
What's that? Is that your fourth red card now?
I think that's the fifth.
Wow.
I think that's the fifth. But if I include Maresca, because let me. I think it was Sanchez, Chalobah, João Pedro.
Ekitike.
No.
Yeah, sorry. I'm thinking about you.
João Pedro.
Yeah, João Pedro.
Oh, that was nonsense as well. I'd be mad if I was Liverpool at that. And Liverpool haven't won a game since that. Literally. But anyway,
just by the way.
But from Sanchez, Chalobah, Maresca, João Pedro, and now Gusto. That's 5.
Yeah,
that's 5.
Yeah, and as you
Maresca's one wasn't. I don't really count that. He got a yellow card for celebrating. I'm not really counting.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, it's unnecessary red. It means that he misses. Is it one game? Is it one game?
One game because it's 2 yellows.
Yeah.
It's nonsense.
You know, it's crazy. They need to sort out the discipline there. I'm not gonna lie. They need to sort out the discipline there. Yeah. But just quickly before we move on to the main games, quickly, Burnley 2, Leeds 0. Listen, I can't remember who. I think Billy predicted. Was it 2-1 or something like that? Or was it Jay? Might have been JP.
Yeah, it was. It was Jay. Yeah. I predicted the Sunday game, innit?
Yeah. So look, Burnley. Look, I still think they're fighting relegation, but look, we're going to them in a couple of weeks' time. I thought Leeds would have gone there and done them over, but look, in the Championship, they had the best defensive record. But obviously, when you come up to the Premier League, it's a different, totally different kettle fish, totally different animal. And is it Scott Parker? He's the manager for them, isn't he?
Plus, they lost Trafford, didn't they? No, they lost James Trafford, didn't they?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So they lost their goalkeeper. It's a good win for them. That's a 6-point. No.
Yeah. You said it. I think you said it on the last week's show. Yeah, you said it was a 6-point on that.
So that's a very good win and a clean sheet as well.
Yeah,
to not mess up their goal difference. So
yeah. Now, guys, what about the Crystal Palace Bournemouth game?
What a game! I forgot about that.
Bournemouth.
That was a game, bro.
Listen, Areola, great manager. Bournemouth have problems. You know, they've got this player. I think because they lost a couple of players and stuff like, but they've got this player for them, and his name is, if I can get his L.A. Krupi. Yeah.
French.
Yeah. Listen, bro.
I
was looking, I was thinking, boy, this guy can play. I was just sort of like, I say the highlights, but he scored 2 goals, 7th minute and then in the 38th minute, and you're thinking that's it. problems for Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
But a certain Mateta, I mean, it was backwards and forwards, man.
Yeah.
But, you know, Daniel Muniz, you know, gets the assist, and Mateta gets the goal in the 64th minute. Then 5 minutes later, he scores again in the 69th minute.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a player that you've talked about and said you would love him on your side. You know what I mean? When
I was still taking
strikers. Yeah, I'll take him.
But this one was a statement hat trick for his fellow captain Sahar after the online beefing.
Yes,
you know that was.
Yeah, and, I mean, was it blown out of proportion? Yeah, you know what I mean, because I think they were saying Zaha was blown out of proportion, and he's apologised and everything. But, yeah,
he's a sensitive brother. You know what I mean? You have to remember, like he was a captain, and he chose to banter him in front of fellow teammates, and sometimes there's certain things where you almost feel like, should I laugh at that because the captain's running them jokes? And I think that may be a case of what happened there. And even if Mateta kind of laughed or whatever, deep down hurt the man's feelings. And the man was like, I'm gonna show you, man. I'm gonna get in that French team. And when I get there, you know what I mean, something that he never did in terms of getting regular into his national team. So, you know, to say that was that's not achievable for you, bro. Relax. And maybe Zaha was looking at who was currently in that French team at the time when Mateta said that. But it don't matter because a year in football,
Mbappe and all them guys saying there's no chance this guy's going to make it in there. Do you know what I mean? But he's proved them wrong. And if you try hard and you set yourself target and goals, you know what I mean? Work hard, ethic and everything, you're going to do it. And listen, this guy's bagging goals. I mean, listen, he's bagged an hat trick. But, you know, obviously, Ryan Christie made it a bit interesting, making it 3-2. You're thinking, right, 89th minute, that's it now. You know, this is Bournemouth's game. But then Philip Mateta scores the penalty. And I think he nearly scored the winner.
That's right. Yeah, he nearly scored a fourth,
Yeah, he needed to score the fourth.
But you have to look at that as well, though. Like, giving away a penalty in the 97th minute is criminal. Absolutely criminal. As defenders. Like, any fan in the ground would have just lost their minds with that. You saw how the players were trying to rush the ref as well. It's a pen, guys. It's a pen. Yes, it's late in the game, but you switched off. Tired legs, tired minds, whatever. And this is where it's like anything in any sport. When you're getting down to that last, the business end of the game, you've got to just drag yourself over the line. And like I say, when he scored the penalty, and then the miss, like in the death, you're thinking they could have won that. Palace could have, obviously hockey score, but 4-3, you're taking that. You don't matter. It's 3 points at the end of the day, regardless of what you've conceded. So, but like I think for the neutrals, that was a real entertaining game. That was entertaining.
It was great. And I mean, listen, we got Palace at the weekend, Super Sunday, Super Sunday, but 2:00. I mean, look, Quadra's put in 2-0 to Arsenal. That's his prediction. I do expect us to win it, but it's not going to be an easy game. They do like to come out and attack, and I think that might suit us. Eze, hopefully Arteta will play him. I think Eze, he's coming home. But listen, Eze, just think, I don't know if it's just the enormity of the club and everything, but I just need a bit more from him. I was talking to my mate today, and we will come on to Arsenal in a bit, and he was sort of saying Eze just reminds him of just too casual. Seems a little bit too casual. Some people alluding to him being very Ozil-like. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
But I mean, when you see him ball out for Crystal Palace and setting up those goals for Mateta, I was hoping that you kind of bring that. I mean, there was a couple of scary moments in that Champions League game and a couple of other games where he's giving the ball away, and you're thinking, "Come on, man!" You know what I meid? But I think it's going to take him a bit of time. So we'll see what happens.
But
let's just get these chats first, just quickly. Sorry.
Go for it. That's all right.
Big up. There's a Smoke Hugh. Big up Normski and the panel. Lloyd Collier going Liverpool 3, Brentford 1. That's his prediction for the weekend. Away to Brentford, brother. 5. You lose tonight, and then you lose to Brentford at 6 on the bounce, bro. Time to thank him. Good evening, gents. Chat. Wahaha. Yo, you're coming in. You can cook with Big D, Mr. Kofi Slot. Questions need to be answered, my friend. Questions need to be answered. Yeah. Ez put it in our chat. questions need to be answered. You hear me? Yeah. And then there's Chili who just won't come in or won't come on the stream talking about his laugh. And I said, yo, what are you smirking at? Yeah, if you're in the chat, Chili, what are you smirking at? You need to ask questions. Losing again at home. Losing again at home. I'm hearing that that people want him out. Thomas Frank out.
Chili's wrapped up in cotton wool.
I say Kofi shaking his head at me, man. He's there to back you. Big up against Harold. Even in Wahaha and Gavin just saying big up to that's Smokey. If you can't hear, I'm in working house, so it's not me doing any dodgy things. Yeah.
Are you back in the house now?
No, not yet. Nearly.
Cool.
By the way, talking about wasps, guy. I got stung today in my back of my neck.
Yeah.
I got stung on the back of my neck today, brother. I don't know where these beans are coming from. I'm sitting there working at the green box, yeah. I work for a certain company. Ding ding, hello. Yeah, right. And you just feel something. I was wearing a high vis thingy, yeah. And then they're attracted to like the
color. Yeah.
So I kind of felt something. I was thinking and I brushed it, and then next thing I just felt this like somebody stuck me with a pin.
Yeah.
You know what? The last time, guys. This is the second time in my whole life that I've been stung by a bee. The first time was I must have been about 5 or 6. I saw this little furry thing on the floor, and I decided to pick it up. The bumblebee, and I tell you, ever since then, I'm petrified of them. You know, you just see this big furry thing blow. I say, yo,
right.
So this is the second time in my whole life that I've been stung by a bee. Yeah. And there's certain clubs that have been stung like a bee. You understand?
Wow.
Yeah. Red man went up there and stung him like a bee. You know what I mean? But we will come into that, yeah? We'll come into that. Kofi's trying to keep his composure. Keep your composure, bro. Yeah, big up. Gavin says big up. Lloyd Colley, what you saying? Right, okay. What's Wahar saying? That scrub Dorgu nearly ruined it all. Don't want him to hear any chat about how good he is. Big D?
Have that energy for Delo as well. Come on, man, stop it. Have that energy for Delo as well.
No, you just got to celebrate your win, man. You just
celebrate your win. Mark my words, 2-0 Liverpool tonight. That's what
no negatives out of that.
He's back in the Reds tonight. It was a 3-1 minute ago. It was 3-1 a minute ago. Guys are just killing themselves laughing. We play Champions League tonight. Right. Okay. Where was we? After I talked about my beat. Yeah. We was talking about it was the last couple we was talking about.
Crystal Palace, Bournemouth.
Yeah, Crystal Palace, Bournemouth. Yeah. Listen, as I say, great game. But let's move on to Man City against Everton. I predicted that 2-0.
Yeah, no, was it? Yeah.
Not bad.
Man, like Erling again.
And it was 2-0. Erling again.
He's a joke.
11 goals after 8 games, man. 11 goals. This guy is a joker.
He's definitely AI, no, many. He's an AI.
He's a robot, man.
Rejuvenated.
AI, man.
Did he score last night as well?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
He scored 2. He's got 15 GA in all comps. 15 GA, guy.
You know.
Some man don't get that all season, you know. It's not even January.
Yeah, someone like what Wirtz, Florian Wirtz.
Someone like Salah, say his name, man.
Hey, wait, Cole. You're getting a bit shirty with me. You're getting a bit salty, a bit salty, eh? Yeah, man, like Salah. What's he doing now? Yeah, I'm gonna bring him up in a minute. Behave yourself. Anyway, let's get back. No one is saying Dalot is good though. Yeah, that's what Waha is saying.
Yeah, but you have to have the same energy. Dorgu is a squad player. He's a very young kid. Hence why he never started the game. You know what I mean? So expectations on Dorgu. Like I'm not gonna dog Dorgu. That's too soon for that. You know what I mean? Not when we had the likes of Luke Shaw and stuff, stealing living at this club for how long? You know what I mean? You have to allow Dorgu for now. He's gonna make mistakes. He's young. Have that energy. That's what have that energy for Dalot. That's all I can say. Because he starts on if he's fit, he starts normal. It's like what are we doing here? We ain't trying to get into Europe with the likes of that. I complained to JP about it. You know what I mean? No, I said I never wanted to see certain players are you what I call the old three? I don't want to see them in the same lineup, and I think we got away with it, Kof, in terms of tactics and not giving Slot what he wanted. You see how this man been crying, guys?
D, stop what you're doing. Yeah, we ain't got a deliverable yet. What you doing, man? I know you're chomping at the bits. And you've got things to say.
People in the chat are triggering me, man. Don't trigger me, man.
Right.
What are you triggering me, bruv?
Listen. Man City 2-0, 58th minute, 63rd minute, Haaland, and the guy just can't stop scoring. The only thing is, guys, if he was to get injured, which he really does, can that be a problem to Man City?
Yeah.
I ask this question every week, and I'm going to
until he
gets injured. Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, they have firepower up front. They have serious firepower.
He scored 95% of their goals.
I mean, obviously they're over relying on him, but
he scored 11. The next highest goal scorer is what's his name? I think they scored one goal. That's whoever it is. There's a couple of them on one goal. I don't think none of them got 2 goals.
Is Marmoush injured?
I don't know.
I think he is. I think he is, guys. Yeah.
Because I didn't play.
Yeah. And you would actually think there would be a level of rotation with Marmoush just to save Haaland. But you see Haaland, I think Haaland's he's become a bit like a Harry Kane for them, where he's probably telling the governor, if I'm fit, it might be his contract. If I'm fit, I'm starting golf. You know what I mean? and he wouldn't be surprised if that is that. But then, as a manager, you got to protect him from himself as well, because I think they are a different team when he gets injured in terms of the way they attack. And then you're looking at.
No, Mamouche he's not injured. He was on the bench.
He's just not playing. Wow.
That's crazy.
That is interesting. Then that he's not getting them. Well, he's not getting.
And the thing about it, he didn't even come on either.
Right.
So the players that came on, Oscar Bob came on for Jeremy Doku.
Silva came on.
Yeah. Rico
Lewis.
Ryan Cherky
and
Mateo Kovacic.
Yeah.
So do you have it, bro? Do you have it?
Yeah.
But so listen, another win. Listen, they're 3 points behind us. They could go on
the Blue Shark. Are you worried now? You're not bothered.
Not at the moment. Not at the moment. I'm not saying. Listen, we just have to. No, it's not like work. I'm not taking it for granted or nothing. Don't do that, dude. Don't do that. Don't put the bait out there. I'm not a top gooner. Yeah, I'm not deluded. Yeah, you know what I mean. I've seen it all before. Arteta has history. Let me just say this. I know so it's going to be nice.
Previous
tonight. He has previous, man. He has previous.
Game by game.
Your game, D. You predicted 2-0. Sunderland 2. Wolverhampton 0. Wolverhampton are in trouble, man. They're in problems, man. Yeah, sitting bottom of the league with a minus 11 goal difference, 2 points after 8 games. They are going. Now, my mate who lives in Holland, is a massive Wolves fan. Yeah, he must be screwing right now. He must be screwing right now. I'm telling you now.
Them and West Ham.
Because listen, Nuno ain't doing anything. Big up Arsenal Revolution, man. Say Rachi, what you saying, brother?
Yeah, big up yourself, man.
Rachi, put your own channel in there, man. Put your
minus 11.
Go and subscribe to
Rachi.
Yeah, man.
Man, so, Eza Normski, how's your brother-in-law? How's your father-in-law? He must be losing his mind. I'm not going to call his name. I'm not going to call his name.
Don't go anywhere.
I'm on an NDA. I'm on an NDA contract, mate. That's non-disclosure. You know what I mean? That takes something. That takes this way offline.
Listen, watch this now. Watch this, right? His missus said, "Eds, man, we got to go Sunday dinner." No, guys, there's a problem with the car.
You know what I'm saying? Normski know their way there. I need some blue them there. Yeah, trust me.
What do you mean? Listen, what do you mean there's a problem with the car? It was working yesterday. It ain't now.
And I can't disclose. Trust me. Hey,
listen, I can't hear from my Mr. Cooks Jr. Yeah, I can't hear from him. Man like to phone me up with me. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Can't hear from him either. Can't hear from me either. Why are you getting triggered? Just admit it. Dogu ain't nowhere ready. This is what hard D going at each other. Dallo is trash. He's green. Dallo is trash. He's
hey, hold on. Wow. Man United just picked up a valuable 3 points against your arch rivals. There's no bad talk.
The worst Man United side in history. Yeah, listen, the worst manager with the win percentage, and they go to Anfield and do that to them.
But Anfield,
don't worry, guys.
Almost a decade. After almost a decade, you have to just say, yo.
Almost a decade. Kofi is biting his bottom lip. Wonder why. We knew this for years, but that doesn't make the other guy any better. Just saying, big up to Rashid. Suja. Big up, North's getting a panel. I think Marisha's been injured. He's only coming back. Yeah, man. Suge all the way in Australia. And Suge is my man. Because anytime on any other stream, he's a gentleman to myself and DJB. Big up to you, Suge. Every time, man. Every time. Yeah. And it's the same at Gavin in the chat. But yeah, so that's Wolverhampton. They look like they're going down.
Yeah,
and
unfortunately,
it's absolutely crazy, man. Brighton 2, Newcastle 1. Danny Welbeck. That's all I got to say. 35-year-old, they're Danny. They're Danny boy.
Still doing things.
Doing things, man. They're doing things.
Yeah.
Listen, we got them in the Carabao Cup. So listen, we need to put out a decent side because I don't want us to throw away the Carabao Cup. We need to win a trophy. And Danny Welbeck getting the goal. He scores in the 41st minute, assist from Jorginho and Rutter. Then they equalise. Walter Mayo scoring for he's doing quite well.
They're not missing.
Yeah. Sorry, do you want to say that one?
Sorry. So, in fact, that's a good time for me to segue out. I've actually got another meeting. So yeah, but sorry. Walter Maida, Isak. Good night, everyone. Next week.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Yes, big up, man.
Big up, everyone. Big up
every time. And Danny Welbeck scoring the winner in the 84th minute to make it 2-1 to Brighton. Newcastle, where they currently sit. I think it's 14th at the moment. On a 0 goal difference, 9 points, 8 points. Do you think that they will push further up the table? I mean, they did well. They did well in Champions League yesterday. They done really well in Champions League yesterday, scoring. I think they won. Was it 2-3-0? I can't even remember the score. It was yesterday. What was the score yesterday? I think yesterday. It was 4-0, I think it was. I'm just going there now. I'm just looking now. No, 3-0. It was 3-0. 3-0 against Benfica. RV Barnes with 2, a brace.
Yeah.
Anthony Gordon with an assist. I think Anthony Gordon got the first goal. Jacob Murphy assist. Yeah. So that was in the Champions League situation. But yeah, they're kind of a little bit up and down. Do you know what I mean? I think trying to play Champions League and compete in the league, I think something may have to give. Possibly. I don't know what if that's your thoughts on that. Do you think something may have to give?
Wow.
I mean, it takes getting used to like doing both competitions. So as long as they have that energy to go again, like on the weekends,
Yeah. Listen,
and then with that, playing on a Tuesday is key rather than playing on a Wednesday. In terms of Champions League, just that recovery time and stuff. So
let's just quickly move on to Chile's team. Losing at home again.
It's wild, isn't it?
They take the lead, but a brilliant goal by Morgan Rogers. And then listen, they make it 2-1. There was only one team looked like they were going to win that game. Losing at home, man, and people are having murmurs now about Thomas Frank and whether he's actually good enough for the job. Do you know what I mean? I think Chile put in the chat, we go and get a new manager, and he's saying that we still haven't changed because Benduer, in the 77th minute scores and almost exactly from the same spot as Morgan Rogers. Bentancur got the first goal in the 5th minute, but it's yet another loss at home. I'm trying to think how many losses they've had at home this season.
Well, the thing is, if you look at like their main striker is Solanke, right?
Yeah.
And
is he back now? Is he back now?
He can't stay fit now.
Wow.
And I think that hurts them. I mean, you remember the guy Tell? I think Tell came in a January transfer in there. I'm sure they can correct me in the chat, but he's not it. He looks lost. Like he playing that lone striker role with a kind of they play like a 4-2-3-1.
Yeah.
But he looks, and then Simmons as well, just not at the races. And they always need Kudos to have a very good game. This is what I'm noticing now. Whenever he drops off, and I think he had a bit of a drop off at the weekend. Yeah. Defensively, they're not that bad. The goalkeeper was suspect, and he's been, in my mind, a decent keeper. I'm not saying he's world class. He's been a decent keeper, but he's had some stinkers as well. So the formation doesn't look like a problem. I think the personnel, and then you look at Richie Allison. He actually can't get a game. You know what I mean? He's holding bench now.
Kuzet's been performing. He's been all right for them.
Who's that?
Kuzetski.
Yeah, but I think he's been injured as well.
I thought he was injured as well.
He never started at the weekend. Yeah, he never started at the weekend. He's not. When you see, he's starting on the bench. He went in on the bench. So I think, I'm looking now. Yeah, he's out till January.
Wow.
So he's got a bad one. Yeah, he's out. Their injury, they've got like 1, 2. Remember, they've got Ben Davis, Madison, Solanke, Christian Romero, Basuma, Kuleveski, Udugi. They've got bare man injured, you know? They've got like 10 man injured.
They're literally having the same problems that they did last season.
Yeah. Too many injuries. And then you're questioning why the injuries. This is why Chile needs to be in, because Chile would know more than us, really. But that's a lot of injuries. Are these training injuries?
You know, Chile's out in the cotton fields, Steve.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
He's out in the cotton fields, bro. You know,
taking. You know what I mean? It's like Conte, come home. He's not allowed into the house, man. He's got to eat in the barn.
What's your name, boy? What's your name? Your name is Colbert. No, my name is Kunta Kente. No, your name is Colbert. Right.
Yeah.
Big up to Catch Up, man. Every time. Big up to you, man. Yeah, man. Listen, Catch Up, bro. Sorry, let me just switch through that. Sorry, Catch Up. It's just one of them mad things. Every time you're calling me to come on your show at the weekends, man, it's just been busy weekend. I'm having stuff done on the house and stuff like that. And then I've been at events at the weekend and that. But when my time free up, man, I will be there. And listen, we are doing well. You know what I mean? I'm a bottom gooner. I think you're a top gooner. But you know what I mean? Today we celebrate together. Big up to you, Catch Up, man. Every time, go and subscribe to Catch Up. They're doing a fantastic job over there, and doing great things over there. So go and subscribe to them. And Gavin just saying, big up to Catch Up. Let me just quickly go through that. Gavin is saying there's a smoke. Man, them like Rashid and Suj, wahaha. They played Tell whenever Tell plays. It's, you know what it is, guys. You know, it's
a doodle show.
Big up to doodle. Big up. You know, I don't really swear, so yeah, you get me. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's clean over here. But obviously, when it comes to Tottenham, no, you're right. You're right. Wahaha. You're right there, brother. Ricarlison played amazingly for PSG in first 2 league games, but he's being benched now. Yeah, he did. Actually, he had a great game. He had a great game against them, actually. Kuleveski has a knee injury. A couple of months ago.
Yeah, he's out.
Yeah, he's an Arsenal supporter as well. Spurs will suffer from getting rid of my countryman Ange.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm sorry, it's a jobby job. And that's it on that. Yeah, we come back to that. Look, let's get on to my game, because we're gonna leave Kofi till last with Big D, because I know his game's on. So we're just gonna quickly my game. Look, guys, we're top of the league. Another 1-0 to the Arsenal. Fulham, tricky place to go to, and obviously on the menu I said Arsenal come 3 bogey teams in a row, but we still need to step up, and that's West Ham, Newcastle, and now Fulham. These are teams that we dropped points against last season, and maybe Arteta's learned from his mistakes. We've got a bigger squad, so that's great. But in that game, it was only in 58th minute again. Set piece, ole. Trossard getting it. I think it was from a flick on from Gabriel. This guy is unreal when it comes to. He did it last night. Gets an assist for He scores and gets an assist for Gokares. He's immense in the air, absolutely immense.
But Norms, you remember I said to you, Norms, that you told me which one would I take, and I said him. And you were like, "What? You wouldn't take Saliba?" I said, "I'd take him." I said it. Last season I was saying that I got booked for that.
I mean, what I would say about the two of them, they're probably in terms of the centre back pairing, probably probably the best centre back pairing in the Premier League.
Exactly.
And if not in Europe, because now you're looking at we've got the best clean sheet in Europe. We're top right now, and that's where I wanted to be. You know, Alex Ferguson was famous for saying that defense wins you leagues, titles.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, and you know, attacks wins you games. But the thing is, at the end of the day, we've got to get the balance right in our team. So, yes, we've got a solid base to work from. But what we need to do now is get Gokares firing, play to his strengths. Our midfield, we've got to just make sure that Arteta, you know, in terms of the team itself, making sure that he manages it properly, manages the injuries properly. Ben White doesn't look right. You know, he came on last night, but you know, you don't know if he's coming. He's in and he's out. That's what's good. This is a story of Ben White right now because obviously of his knee and stuff like that. You got Saka, you got Declan Rice. They could have been taken off last night. You're 4-0 up, man. Take them off. Because now we've got another tough game. We've got another tough game on Sunday. You know what I mean? I think Crystal Palace are playing the Conference League, so they will be playing this Thursday. I think. If guys, let me know in the chat. But then it depends on who they play, and they're probably favourites as well to win that. But what they could probably do is rest key players, depending on the sort of team they get, because the teams that they're in the Conference League. I don't know who they are. So
I'm just looking now.
We'll see what happens, and I think they're playing away possibly if they play this week. So that's why maybe why we're playing them on Sunday. I think that's the reason why, because they play on a Thursday. So if you check that out, let us know, Big D. But yeah, look, Fulham probably had the better chances. We found it hard to break them down, but after a while they just ran out of puff. And I didn't even think they had a shot on target. I don't think that. I think it's just the moments really more than anything. So it wasn't even the fact that they had a better chance. I think it was just the moments, and whereas let me just look at the stats and just confirm that in that game. So we had 63% possession to their 37%. Shots on target, we had 5, they had 0. But there was moments in the game where you're thinking, oh, do you know what I mean? You're thinking, please. You know what I'm trying to say? But we get the goal and we see out the game. Wore them down. They looked tired. And as I said, 1-0 to the Arsenal. And these were the teams that we slipped up against last season. Do you know what I mean? Fulham, West Ham at home, Newcastle. Do you know what I mean? So I'm glad we got over that. Now, Crystal Palace is the next one now that we need to deal with this weekend. 2:00 kickoff, I believe, at the Emirates.
They are playing at home tomorrow. No, they're playing.
They're playing at home. Okay, who are they playing? Do you know the team?
AEK Lodaka. I don't know where they're from. No, sounds Greek, doesn't it? Sounds like a Greek team.
Yeah. Crazy.
But they are home, so they're not traveling out of London, which I don't know if that's a good or bad thing.
Yeah, and it depends on who Glasner, selects.
Yeah, he's probably going to rotate that team for you guys. Just because you guys. Yeah.
Atletico could be 2-0 up if they blew the other way. Listen, it could. They could have yesterday. I mean, Alvarez hits the bar, and there was a situation with Raya going out. Just kick the ball out. What are you trying to play football out in the corner flag? Just get rid of the ball. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But second game or two halves in that Champions League yesterday, and we absolutely slapped them. I predicted a 1-0 win. Yeah. We thought it was going to be a low-scoring game because it's two managers very pragmatic in their approach. A lot of dark hearts with Atletico Madrid. They're very good at that, but we rode it and we got through it, and we came out after the 57th minute, 13 minutes, a 30-minute spell, 4 goals, a brace from Gokares, and hopefully this will. Springboard him into the start to score goals and that. So really pleased where Arsenal are at. So I am being positive, guys. We're sitting top of the league, and it's great. It's just great to be up there. We need to stay up there. We need to be consistent. Plus 12 goal difference. I think Man City have scored more goals than us, but we've we've got the lowest conceded goals in terms of things. Just that they've scored more goals. But actually, matter of fact, we probably might have passed them now. So just looking at our goal difference, plus 12, and theirs is plus 11. And we're 19 points with them on 16. AFC Bournemouth on 15 points. Liverpool in 4th place on 15 points, and that segues us nicely into the Liverpool game. Question is, why are you 4th? Why are you 4th, Kofi?
A lot of questions to be answered here. I think the teething issues are probably deeper than I would have expected. I mean, the thing is, like, when you look at Kirkis here, he's coming into a bigger club, and I don't think he's, at that level to probably handle that big stage like that. There's a lot of pressure, and it takes a little bit of time. Like, I remember Robertson when he came in from Hull, and he took about 9-10 games before he really got a rhythm. So, for Kirkes, I mean, it's going to take a little bit of time with him, and he just needs to just find his feet. And remember, we've lost relationship between Diaz and Robertson on that side, so he has to start to build that relationship with Gappo, and that's going to take a bit of time,
Well, it is a question for you, Cove.
Yeah.
Just on Kirkers' form, would you not have started Robinson against United?
Yeah, but
in terms of the enormity of the game,
probably. But then, I mean, I've seen Robertson at times, and him coming up against Mbomo. I mean, Mbomo would skip past him. So you need that energy. You need that energy, and that's probably why I went with Kirkes. So
his form ain't been good though. Golf.
That's the thing. I mean, it's a balance issue, and I probably would have not sold Tsimikas.
Right.
Because he probably would have done better deputizing and maybe filled in that gap while Kirkes builds his confidence and gets a rhythm. But hey, it is what it is with the situation, Salah, man, the brother's stinking up the place, man.
Yo, Cove, is it mental? And I say this in a way not to be even disrespectful. I'm going to go back to the sudden death of Jota.
Yeah.
And just when I saw him, whenever I've seen Salah in that situation, you saw it at the funeral. His head was gone emotionally, and I just wonder if his head is not quite there right now. And do you just pull him? Do you just not start him at this moment because it's not the Salah we're used to?
But when you've lost that relationship with two other guys who were there, like that was the the three they were moving teams about left, right, and center, and now you're clutching at straws because you're having to build new relationships with Isak, you're having to build new relationship with Ekatike, and even with Wirtz, and you're kind of thinking, he there's a lot of pressure on Salah as well because he needs to start supplying for Isak. He can't.
Plus, he took the contract.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that he took the contract. He was offered a contract, and I watched him, and I'm thinking he just looks a shot of himself. Is there something going on externally? Because whatever's going on is making him look bang average. He's not a bang average player.
And then also,
sorry to just cut in here because listen, Jamie Carragher said now that it's time now to build the team around Kirkes and Isak. He would not start him tonight in the game. He wouldn't start him in the next games. He needs to be dropped. That's what Jamie Carragher is saying. I don't know if you view Jamie's Carragher's opinions. Is he right? Because at the moment he isn't offering nothing at the moment, Kof. And there was a chance where he had. Well, I thought he was going to slap it and score. I think Curtis Jones turned and run. The man banged it wide.
Yeah, but if you look at that particular chance, he had time to square it to Isak.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but this is so there's a problem though with him. Then, so he's not only that he's not in on form, he's greedy. Yeah,
but he's always been greedy in all.
I know that, but he's even been more greedy, and he's messing up his chances.
The problem is he feels the onus is on him to, score a goal. And
it is. Cove, listen, man, he's on 400 plus K a week.
Yeah, I know.
This is probably why Slot. You have to remember, Slot was your third or fourth choice manager, right? So that would tell me that he's very controlled in terms of the director of football. That there's a level of control over him, and if the club said, "Listen, we held out and gave Van Disney and Mo them big contracts, they have to start. They've got to be the first two on the team sheet." And I think he's under pressure to start him regardless of his form. But there comes a point where Slot. Remember what I said last week? I said the Klopp training wheels are officially off. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so this is all on him now. The 400 million spent, whatever, it's all on him. And if the guys upstairs are saying these guys on that money have to start, maybe that's why he's starting him regardless of his form, hoping that he'll play himself into form, which is dangerous. As we've seen at our club now. We saw it with Rashford. Keep playing him until he played himself into form. It never really happened. I'm not saying that's going to be the case for Mo.
Well, listen, this gentleman on the screen is actually, gets the winning goal. Yeah, has he put your club into crisis? Is it a red crisis, Kofi?
It's not a crisis, man.
Why is it not a crisis? What if you lose tonight? When will it become a crisis?
When we get to Christmas. When Santa hasn't given me a Christmas present.
Do you expect your form to turn around? I mean, the players that you've got. I mean, look, Wirtz was on the bench. I mean, when he come on, he looked all right. Kirkes, some people say maybe starts Robertson over him, drop Kirk, take him out the limelight a bit, get Robertson back in. An experienced head.
To be honest, I feel Slot has to go back to his
trusted. Yeah, that's what I was going to say
from last season. Yeah. But now Gravenberg's injured now.
Yeah.
So he has to play Jones, and I've got a bone to pick with him as well, because why is he not starting Chiesa? If you look at Chiesa's performance, he's been right up there with one of the star performing guys, and he probably must get frustrated now that he's not even getting enough game time, because he's been assisting goals, his energy is good, he just wants to get on the ball and make things happen, and that's probably more than what I've seen in some of the games where the likes of McAllister look lackluster. Who else? Isak is not.
But even with Bradley, Connor Bradley, Frimpong, obviously come back from an injury, but he's he brings off Salah, plays Frimpong on the right, drops Szoboszlai in the right back. He's just he's trying to figure out his side. And I think I was talking to someone and they were saying essentially that what's happened is that a lot of money has been spent this season, 500 mil. Yeah. And he can't figure it out. Too many players have been bought, and you look at last season, you only bought in Chiesa,
yeah,
and you win the league at a canter, because at the end of the day, a lot of people were thinking, well, you're stepping into the Klopp shoes. It's big boots to fill. They didn't spend, so all of those factors thought, it's going to lead to Liverpool dropping off. They didn't drop off. Slot won it. Now people are saying Slot has won it with Klotzman. Now that he's got his own men, now he has to figure it out. And I think that was one of my thumbnails last week or the week before. that he needs to figure it out. And the
Yeah,
problem is,
he has
well,
to.
listen, you got Waha, TK works, and Isak starting tonight. So quite very attacking indeed.
Yeah, we need some more points on the board because we're 17th in
at the moment,
League.
and you don't want to be in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You don't want that extra game. Can't afford to have that.
But I mean,
yeah.
going back to Slot, definitely he needs to find that balance on both sides because with Frimpong, Bradley, they're never going to be like Trent. They're never going to be footballers that have that IQ to see a pass. But obviously, what Frimpong offers would probably be beneficial right now in terms of he can supply Isak if Salah's not going to do it. But obviously, we need to look at his defensive side of the game and say, does he play probably 2 right backs in that area, play Bradley behind him, and then
I'll play Frimpong, drop Salah.
And then play Frimpong further forward, drop Salah.
Why not? Why not?
So I mean, he's got to take the risk because Salah's, I mean, 1 goal in how many games? Like 10 games.
Yeah, I think he's got 2 penalty. He's got 2 penalty goals and no from open play. So he's got 2 penalty goals, and that's it. But listen, as I say, look, Amarin went to the Anfield. Slot wasn't quite sure why. Well, I'm going to leave that to D. Why you didn't start? Why you didn't start Sesko? So I'm going to leave that to D, because is it a case of Liverpool being very bad, or did Man United make them look bad?
It's a bit of both, no. It's a bit of both. The Liverpool are not a bad team. Let's first, we'll get that out of the way. You go to Anfield. We haven't gone to Anfield and done anything in nearly a decade, Kofi, in terms of turning you guys over. And this is why I had to call your manager a pedigree clown on the chat yesterday, right? Because you are paid first and foremost to coach your team. So whatever the other manager does that is affecting your performance, you're supposed to, in-game management, you're supposed to say, okay, you know what? This starting lineup is not what I was expecting, because basically he was hoping that Van Dijk and Konate were going to get lumps out of Sesko and upset the rhythm. So I wasn't happy that Sesko did not start first. Let me put that out there as well. Just because I wanted to get into a rhythm of feeling the team, as in, with whatever Cunha, Mbumu and Bruno offer him in terms of service. Does he have to drop deep, all that kind of stuff? But the manager decided that he already knew that Slot had already set up for Sesko, so he didn't start him. And we all know that he's in love with Mason Mount. Mason Mount offered, when I say offered nothing, it's a little bit harsh. He was there, but if Mason Mount don't score, sometimes I'm not seeing what else effective he is. He does drop into midfield, sometimes to allow Bruno to do Bruno things, as in all over the pitch. You know what I mean? You saw how gassed Bruno was in the end. You know what I mean? I would have taken Bruno probably at the hour mark. I think his legs were gone, but he's the captain. He's going to leave him out there for a bit of magic. What he did, you know what I mean? Remember, as soon as he got that assist, he tugged him. Literally the next minute, he tugged him for Kobe Minor. Looking at Kobe, that's a whole other conversation. Kobe, you know what I mean?
But in that game, Liverpool, like, we had an identity of counter pressing. Now, obviously, over last season, Slot has kind of eroded that style, and the evidence right now is that we don't do pressing. We don't know when to press. We don't do it. We don't do any kind of. There's no urgency to put players under pressure. And it's creating spaces in that midfield that I'm like,
you're going through like butter.
Yeah. And it's shocking. And easy teams they're gonna exploit that. And even against Brentford on Saturday,
Yep,
Brentford are gonna exploit that
no,
as well.
I mean, one slot came out again. He was a little bit salty, and he turned around and said that, Man United were just long ball merchants, basically. Right now, Brentford will probably do that, and he's going to cope. Sorry, go on, Big Dick.
It was tactical. So this is what he said. He's not going to play Sesko. He's going to have Mbumu, Cunha, almost Mount sitting as a low 10, because it was a really weird line. It looked like a 5, at times a 5-4-1 in terms of the formation, because he knows that he can't get overrun in midfield, even though I thought there was bare gaps in our midfield to be exploited, which I don't think Liverpool did very well. At times they did, but it wasn't consistent. So Ruben decided that we're going to win the second and third balls. So he's hitting long, because remember, we always play out from the back. You saw the calamity with Bayern and I said Obama then Onana playing out from the back, right? It's just like, you don't want these goalkeepers get with the ball at their feet like that. So Lamens has been told, like, try and pick out a player, but send it long. That way, he gets us off the pitch quicker. Konate and Van Dijk are gonna get that first header back, but he's heading it back to midfield. Where if you look how many of those second and third balls we won to then go on that quick counter press. So I strongly believe it was tactical, and it worked. He gambled, and after address the head injury. Listen. When your man on ice skates, Van Disney, decides that he's going to take out both his own player and Mbumu. So Mbumu had a knee in the back. The elbow was meant for Mbuma's head. He mashed up his own man, and Mbuma just shook himself down and got up and started running.
Man,
Let me land on
injury.
Head
injury
is
head injury.
Yo, hold on. In the momentum of the game, you have to remember, from them players went down on the floor to a scoring was about 8 seconds, bro.
What are you telling me? The ref? Are you telling me the ref does not have the opportunity to stop the game right there?
No, he doesn't. Not a chance. No, he doesn't.
What?
He doesn't.
What are you talking about, bro?
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Why?
Not in the member, because it happened to Maguire. Later on in the game, the same thing happened to Maguire. He let it play on. And so he was consistent. Now, every Liverpool fan's gonna cry about that because the game was lost. But the truth is, your own man wiped him out. If Mbuma had wiped him out, that'd have been different. Mbuma got wiped out, and the pace that man got back up again. Because I look at Mbuma and he looks a little bit overweight. I'm a big brother, so I can say that without body shaming. But he took himself down and got back in that position. Ahmad just picked the ball up, bam, goal.
Okay,
you guys wanted to settle because Van Disney was right there,
To be honest,
according to Dermot, let me just from the ref watch thing, Skylight Sport. It says referee. It says the referee doesn't see McAllister until the ball is in the net. Exactly. You might disagree with that, Cole. Let me just finish reading it. I don't. It goes at Anfield. The big talking point was whether play should have been stopped when McAllister went down with a head injury before Manchester United's opening goal against Liverpool. Dermot says, "Is there a foul? No, because it's Van Dijk. So if this is the rules of the game, it's Van Dijk who comes in behind on McAllister.
No,
that's the hold on. Right? Yeah. Right. Michael Oliver assesses it and says no foul and plays on because he's seen Van Dijk go into the back of McAllister. At that point, he goes play on,
but
and he starts running. Hold on, let me finish. He starts running to the goal, but he doesn't see McAllister still on the floor holding his head. He's just because he's played the advantage.
It's giving up with play.
Yeah, but
that's what he's supposed to do. Now he can bring it back after the goal.
Let's take away whatever Gallagher's saying, because this is not even a foul consideration. It's the fact that let's say there was 2 Liverpool players that got injured. They both knocked their heads. They have to stop the game.
All right, okay. But the question, okay. So seeing it, yeah. When he jumps up, he goes into the back of McAllister with his takes out Mbeumo as well, because he's gone into the back of McAllister, takes out Mbeumo. They all end up on the floor, yeah. Because Michael Oliver has seen Van Dijk go into the back of him, he said carry on playing because he doesn't know the extent. He doesn't know it's a head injury. Yeah, he doesn't know it's
as well because Van Dijk and Mbeumo both get up to chase the play. He plays the advantage coach.
That's probably why.
Yeah, well, so if they want to stay on the floor, he stops the game.
Exactly.
Because them 2 get up.
So it's Van Disney's fault. It's Van Disney's fault. He's going to stay on the floor.
So you have to blame your captain for that, man. Because that elbow was for Mbeumo. He missed. The elbow was for Mbeumo. Trust me, he missed and took out his own man. So when Liverpool, listen, man.
Let me just read the rest of it. It says Michael Oliver assesses it and says no foul. Plays goes on very quickly. This is happening very quickly. Yeah, he's forced to break. He's forced to break with it, and so is the assistant. So neither McAllister behind them. Within 5 seconds, the ball is in the net. So the time it happens, they all go down. Van Dijk is up on his feet because Man United have counter pressed on you by winning the ball back and a lovely ball by Ahmed. Yeah. Van Dijk doesn't see he sees Mbeumo on his blind side, and he's saying it should be Kanate covering. You know this, Kofi, because you said it to me earlier on that on when we had a conversation.
Yeah, but Norms,
he should have come over. He couldn't come over and cover. So I think it's Van Dijk's fault.
Let's go back. The referee has a 4th official. Yeah, so they're telling me that the 4th official can't give a word in the air saying, "Did you not see the commotion on that particular point?"
It's right. Hold on. It was 8 seconds, bro.
8 seconds.
5 or 8 seconds.
Yeah.
In that time, the goal's in the back of the net, bro. And then he says, "You know what? Oh, right, my man's down. Yeah, come and attend. 1-0 United."
And the thing is, I saw Klopp going like after because it's happened so quick. He started pointing to his head when the ball's in the back of the net.
Right. You have to look at this. You have to look at this as in the live moment. It was literally seconds of 3 men going down, 2 men getting up, and the ball in the back of the net. Less than 10 seconds, Kof. Come on, man. If it's the other way around, Liverpool fans say, "That's a goal. That's a goal." They are. If it's 2 United players taking out one name, Isak or whatever, and one defender gets up, Isak gets up, and one Man United fan stays down. The other way, the goal still stands up, and I'd have to take that. I'd have to just like up there, no.
Yeah,
no, they're what you call it.
It's one of those that it's what's the saying? 6 to 1. Half that
half a dozen the other.
Yeah.
And either way it happens, it's a goal. If it's against you guys, the goal's gonna stand. It's still against us guys. The truth is, you guys fell in love with the post. I've never seen a player hit the post. and this time is something, right? These men must practice this. They must bet against hitting the crossbar on the post in training. Because I remember Man United fans fled. You remember Man United fans the players were betting huge money on chipping the ball into a dustbin, all that foolishness in training.
Yeah.
Show how precise they are. I'm saying, our goalkeeper played well, but so did the posts. So this game could have gone either way. It's football. We rode our luck in terms of the shots that hit the post. But in terms of tactically, I think the manager, and you know how critical I've been about Ruben, I wanted him gone after the Spurs loss, right? But tactically, allowing you guys to get the first header on the long balls back to winning practically most of the second and third balls, there should have been an adjustment by by your manager is in really pressing our goalkeeper, allowing him, forcing him to play out from the back, rather than, because there's a way you can do that. If the goalkeeper can't get the kick out, he's got to play out from the back. He's got to go to the defenders and try and build it that way. But the amount of space he was getting to just keep long balling it, I'm like, you know what? He's been told to do that. Now, Anana would have been trying to play out from the back and try to be tricky, because Anana, that's how he thinks. He thinks he's an outfield player. But this Lemons is discipline. If the coach says, anytime you get it, go long, and we'll get that second and third ball. That's what he did. He listened to what his manager did. I mean, even when I saw the starting lineup, I called JP. I said, JP, I don't want to see Sean Maguire and Delo in the same team, because I feel that there's too much mistakes there. You know what I mean? And he got away with it. I thought that Harry and Luke Shaw played well. Luke, I don't think Luke Shaw holds that place once Leach is back and fit, but we'll see. Because I do expect Luke Shaw to get injured at some point. Harry's playing for a contract extension. Fair play to him. That's what he's playing for right now, because he's out of contract in the summer. Now, I don't know how far forward those negotiations are. Allegedly, depending on how many years they offer him, he's willing to take a pay cut. But he's done this before. This is why we bought him for the 80 million. We bought him for moments like this.
He turned up clutch for you, just bro, like in the Europa League.
The knee slide was epic, man. The way man looked into the cameras, he was like, "I am him." Did you not see what I just done?
That was a teary.
It was mad running on. He actually turned sideways a bit as well. It was so crisp. I've been like, brother, what is Harry doing?
But even when you look at that chance,
let's look at that pose again.
Konate was like, he was lost at the back post, man. It was like everybody gravitated towards the near side, and it was like Konate was just there, and he saw like 3 men, and he thought, "Oh man, what am I gonna do, man? Go and put him off, man. Do something."
Yeah. But the thing is, right. The thing about that, Kofi, Roy Keane, it's down to 10 men. Okay, not Chelsea. That's in the chat. The thing about Roy Keane, he said that in before the match started. He was sort of saying, because people were questioning why, my guy is starting, Maguire starting ahead of Lenny Yoro, because he's obviously much quicker, and Liverpool got pacey players. But
and that was my concern.
What he did say is that what Slabhead would give them, he didn't actually say Slabhead, but what Harry Maguire would give them is, the dangerous situation from set piece, and it looks like Liverpool are quite vulnerable because of that. Yeah, they're quite vulnerable. And
it's something that Lenny has to work on. Again, still very young. I'm not going to knock Lenny. I think him and De Ligt are very good defenders in terms of
De Ligt had a great game. De Ligt had a great game. Defensively, you guys were brilliant. I mean, overall, that was the best game I've seen you guys play. 2 games. Listen, when was the last time? Since he took over the club, Ruben Amorim, he's never won a back-to-back game.
No, it's not one back. But then, you know what? This means nothing if we go and get mugged off by Brighton. It's Brighton, isn't it? Yeah, Brighton at the weekend. Yeah. And you have to remember, Welbeck is coming to town. Yeah. And as much as he's a huge United fan, he's also a fan of Danny Welbeck. You know what I mean? And he'll get himself a goal if we allow that. But Norms, this was a mad thing as well, Norms. Sunday, I had to keep checking my phone. I thought I had no signal. I said, I got no signal, Stu. What's going on? Because, listen, man, I'm going after my best man, Junior, radio silence. My brother, JD, radio silence. My sister-in-law, Yvonne, radio silence. My good people, Sachel, radio. These are all hardcore Liverpool fans, Whenever we get slapped, my phone is like the hotline to heaven, man. And then Mrs. Normsky, I was looking for a Mrs. Normsky phone call to say, D, congrats. Nada. I said, what's going on with these are my good Liverpool people, And my phone was radio silent. So, I'm baiting you all out live on the stream if you watch it later. Today, I have to call my brother. Today, I'll call my brother today. All now he did.
He's okay. Just to find out he's
never
okay.
brought the game up. Exactly. Not like, bro, you good? He said, yeah. Give mum a call. Okay, I'll give mum a call. Cool.
Bro.
But I was waiting for a call from you.
This is the only space where you can laugh out loud. At LFC, you'll never walk alone. Give it to me. Give it to all the breadens.
It was a case of jog on with hope in your heart. Forget about walking.
Jog on.
You have to jog on that out with hope in your heart. Mr. Headley. Yeah, he's in our fantasy football. Not a hardcore Liverpool fan. No, one of these men text me congratulations.
I can't even see him. He used to be in the chat. Mr. What's up, man? What's up? Where is he? What's up? Where's he?
Right.
I hope you're watching
That's the one
this
as well, Mr. Gravy,
when you're watching it, what's up? Yeah, when you're watching it, yeah.
Right.
You know, please, when you watch it on the playback,
I actually called Mr. Grady before the game, and he said to me, like, we spoke for about 10 minutes before the game, and he said, listen, man, for obvious reasons, I'm not going to wish you luck. I said, right, I understand. I totally understand. And we made the best team win. After that, there was no call from him. And he actually had another brethren of ours come round to his yard to watch the game. He was a Man United fan, Fred. Fred, hold tight, Fred. And Fred must have been having a field day in the Liverpool house. So yeah, it was beautiful, Coke. It was beautiful, man. I ate my Sunday lunch with a grin on my face. I said, boy, that was sweet. That is sweet.
I'll take it on the chin. You know, you guys deserved it, but man, we got bigger issues.
And the games they're coming thick and fast, Coke. And you know, you got some couple of tough games. You've got sandwiching Real Madrid.
Yeah,
you know, at home, and then you got Man City
Villa.
away.
Yeah,
Villa.
Yeah,
you're going away to Brentford.
Yeah, so way
tough at the top, isn't it?
I think you just gotta.
Was it slot at the top? What is it? Is it tough at the top or slot at the top? What is it?
You have to remember as well, Kof, that you were the champions, and me and Nomsky have been there. Where when you're the champions, every home game is a cup final round. Every team is coming to dismantle or upset the champions. So I'm not even bashing in terms of, because I know what it's like. When you win the league, it's very hard to go back to back to win it again the following year. So every home game is going to feel like that.
Well, I mean, at the start, just to finish on the Liverpool segment, at the very start of the window, the very start of the campaign, if you ask Kofi with the money that they spent, I think he was a very confident man. Wouldn't you say so?
I mean,
he's still confident.
You know, he was showing. I'm just surprised he's not wearing his white.
Right, I was going to say, where's the shirt, bro?
Where's the shirt, bro? Where's the shirt?
It's in the wash, man.
Yeah, because he still on it on Sunday. He was getting so
it's in the wash. Your club is washed.
There's bare tea, coffee stains on it, man.
Right, that's what I'm saying. He was having a nightmare, literally a nightmare in his yard watching that game.
My God. Oh my God! Listen, people, we are coming down quickly. Big D. It's the Fantasy Premier League game week 8, and they will show the what's going on prediction league table. There's been some changes.
Yeah, here we are, man. We're looking at our top scorers. That would be me.
No, wait. I scored 77 points.
Yeah, 82, and me and 5 week shows above me scored 82 points. Even though on the 82 points, I did take a -4 just to bring in your defender, no. And he got me a clean sheet and an assist. Got me 9 points, mate. So it's actually worth taking that -4 because he took me up the table somewhat. So we're looking at our guy, the Liverpool fan, Mr. Grady, still top of the league. He's just broken into the 500 point club, which is a big deal. So the first guy to get the 500. We're looking at Ez is in third. Ez is doing a good. Look on Kofi. Kofi's in fifth. Solid 78 points, Kofi.
Yeah. Better than last season. I tell you, better than last season. I think he finished last season.
So I'm actually still below the man's them in the as in us guys on the podcast. I'm still the lowest, but I broke into the top 10, man. I'm doing Man United things right now. Top 10.
Yeah, that's right. What about Malcolm X? There's a shout out for Malcolm X, the missus.
Yeah, Malcolm X has climbed up to 13th with a solid 67 points.
Oh, brilliant.
My brother JD just above her with a solid 70 points.
I don't know if she captained. I think she captained Haaland. I'm sure she captained Haaland.
Let me see. Did she captain Haaland?
Did she captain?
I just.
Yes, she did. She did captain him. Yeah.
I just need my man Marteta to keep scoring.
You
hear that?
Okay.
Did you get him in? Oh, you had him in. Yeah, Mateta. Yeah.
And, listen, Cole. It will probably be a consolation goal.
Right. And yeah. So there's some good scoring this weekend, and it's like obviously we'll see where the land lies after game week 10, but at the moment Del Grady is the one to chase. He's also he's also the one to catch in his fantasy league that I'm part of. Yeah.
You sure he's not using AI? He's using AI, I say.
No. He's been consistent in terms of like the old heads. Him and his brother Stephen are very good at fantasy football.
They're good.
So
They're good at it.
We're always catching their man up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, all good.
Let's look at the prediction league table this week.
There we go.
No, just calm down, mate. Yeah, we're joint top. Yeah, it's just because you're only up there because of alphabetical order. Yeah, I got 3 points. I got 3 points collected. I was 3 points collected. I was 3 points collected. Yeah, I was 3 points collecting. Yeah, me and Big D were Frankfurt 1, Liverpool 0.
See what I mean?
Really?
It started already.
Look, let's put that
Frankfurt,
in the chat.
you know. Did he start Ekatike today? He did, didn't he?
Yeah, he started.
Yeah. So he's gone home. That's his team, isn't he? That's where he
hasn't updated on my one football, but I mean, unless the guy's trolling my guy. Let me see.
Hold on.
But it's still showing 0-0 on my side.
Is it? I'm just.
Who scored? Who scored? Gavin, who scored? Oh wow! Conor Bradley came off after 19 minutes. Kofi.
Is it? That's not good.
No, sorry. Frimpong came off the night. Is he injured again?
I'd have to look at that. I haven't seen anything yet. So
hold on.
Yeah, Frimpong came off. Yeah, so that means he's probably got
who does Rasmus play for? Who's Rasmus?
Rasmus?
Yeah,
he plays for
Frankfurt.
No. This is Rasmus Christensen.
I was going to say
26 minute Kof.
Yeah, 26 minute 1-0.
1-0.
It's looking peak.
Desperate times, man. I never thought I'd say this. Desperate times.
Like I said,
is there a crisis?
You're the champions, and the target's on your back.
If you lose this 5 games on the bounce, record 1954.
Liverpool fans, the Scousers.
Oh my days! Oh my days! Oh my days!
The cop going to lose their mind, Kof, if you lose this one.
I need to console myself with that walk-on song. Walk on with home. I'll sing it a different way because the way we're singing it is not even like.
Oh my god! Chelsea winning 2-0. Caicedo with the goal against Ajax.
Chelsea cooking,
and I'm sure Chelsea at home are away to Ajax. I'm sure they're away to Ajax.
So Chelsea at home. They're home. No, they're home.
Oh, they're home. Okay.
Yeah, at the bridge, man. At the bridge, yeah. 2-0.
Liverpool's form. Let's look at Liverpool's form, guys. This is from Adrian Metcalf. Adrian, if you haven't been in my chat before, welcome to the channel. Please smash that like button and subscribe and share on the road to 1K. La 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 la. D, come on, let's sing it. This is a song. It's called La 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 la. La 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 la.
You man's having a field day today.
Kofi, jog on.
Listen, Kofi, isn't it lovely? Kofi, isn't it lovely? It could be lovely 5 times.
Good.
3 L's, 5 L's, man. Yeah, you're holding 5 on it.
Listen, I will love it.
I'm looking at the line.
I will love it. I would love it if
I would just love it. I would love it.
I started Robinson tonight.
Anything.
You're doing a Kevin Keegan. I would love it.
I would love it if they do not win anything this season. And United finished 15th again.
Oh,
you hear me?
I saw you going United, so I thought you was going to Arsenal there for a moment.
No, I was talking about both of you now.
Where finishing on 15th? Behave yourself,
no,
man.
I said if you guys don't win anything this season, and I said if United finish 15th again, I'll love it.
Nah, that ain't happening, man.
We have to win something. With the squad that we've got, Cole, we have to win something. We have to win something.
Because who's under more pressure, Knobs? Your guy or my guy?
I think at the moment, Slot that's under pressure. We're okay, bro. Yeah, back to back.
Slot's got credit in the bank, man.
Yeah, top of the league, back to back. What more can we ask for? Hey, what more can we ask for? Liverpool to lose tonight.
Credit in the bank. You win the league first season. Credit in the bank. You know,
with Klopp's team.
With Klopp's team.
Yeah, you know what, Kofi? This is what you might want to do. You might want to change that to Kofi Klopp for now. Kofi Klopp, Kofi_Klopp for now. And then later on the season when the team pick up.
My back's been hurting, man. Don't make me get back in, man.
There was, bro.
Oh, you know already. Well, listen, let's just finish off with the thing. Kofi is only there at the top because of obviously alphabetical order. So listen, me and Big D, massive 3 points, getting the exact score.
Yeah. That's my first green, though.
Sunderland 2, Wolves 0, Man City 2, Haaland 0, and I think Haaland missed I think he missed a to make it 3.
He did, yeah. Yeah, he did, yeah.
I said, please. So a massive 3 points for me. I jump above Ez. Ez got 1 point for predicting. I think he predicted 4-1, and it ended up being 3-0. When they played Nottingham Forest, which was the dagger for Mr. Ange. 39 steps, 39 days. See you later. And
no, I'm trying to think who JP predicted. He didn't pick United.
He didn't pick United. Who did JP pick?
You see, the one time
JP right now. Yep. Listen, look at JP's form.
Pick United.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to think who did he pick? Because
I think he went for Leeds, you know.
He did, didn't he? I think he might have gone for that away win.
I think he went for Leeds 2-1 or something like that.
Right.
Let's have a look quickly. Leeds. No. Andy went for Leeds 2-1. JP went for. Oh, he went for Palace 2, Bournemouth 1, and he ended up being the draw.
Oh, see, yeah, and that's a good shout. Well, you know what, Bournemouth as well.
Penalty. Ajax have got a penalty. They could possibly make that 2-1. But they're playing with 10 men, so you know what I mean. So we'll see what happens there. But look, 7 points for Kofi, 7 points for myself, 6 points for Ez, 6 points for Big D, 3 points for Chile, and JP in last place. Still hasn't done his forfeit for last season where he came last. And it's looking like it could be a double forfeit unless this guy gets his act together. And the only reason why he came last season, D, and you can attribute to this because he kept predicting the Man United games. Then he said, I'm not going to predict Man United no more. I'm going to go for a different side. And it still hasn't helped.
Mad, isn't it?
Weghorst penalty goal. So it's 2-1 as it stands. And is it game
2-1
on?
Chelsea.
Is it game on? Is it game on? But people in the chat, thank you for staying. I know there's a lot of Champions League games on. You're probably watching it while you're watching us. Big up to all of you. Please, as I say, before you go up, subscribe and share this around. If there was any new people in here, please subscribe to the channel on the road to 1K. We go again next week. Obviously, big games coming up for all of us. Liverpool away to Brentford. Man U, I've got Brighton at home. We're at home to Crystal Palace. So we need to keep the momentum going. Arteta just needs to just focus, keep the defense as tight as possible, and for now, this man to start scoring and banging goals. Let's hope that getting those 2 goals in the Champions League will be the time for him to open up the floodgates and start banging goals for us. But people, thank you very much. Please, again, subscribe and share if you're new. Hit that like button. And we are out of here. Take care.
Take care, guys.